Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Hardcore Minecraft Take 3. When last we left the Avatar, quite a lot of things happened to the village. We now have 2 young villagers who will grow up to serve the village well. One of them is going to become a librarian. The other one is likely going to become a armorsmith or toolsmith. I know how many villagers I roughly want. I want to get a pair of farmers, a fisherman. We have the cleric and the Fletcher and the fisherman already and one of the farmers. But I want to get another farmer and the armorsmith, weaponsmith and toolsmith required to make lots of diamond gear, as well as a selection of librarians. One of the librarians will hopefully know how to make a mending book. Another one will hopefully know how to make a unbreaking book. And any others I get will know various useful enchantments. Say, sharpness might be nice. We can buy a sharpness 2 sword. And we can also buy a magical diamond axe that has silk touch, which isn't that useful, but I'm sure I'll have a use for it at some point. Now, I want to place this right here. That is where the armorsmith will go and work day in, day out. Now, I have a single pumpkin to give to you, which now makes 31. And I feel like doing a bit of chopping down of wood so that I can get some more sticks. More sticks means more emeralds. More emeralds means more ability to buy things. One thing I do want to do is I really want to get the fisherman to get to the next level of fishing trades. And for that, we are going to need quite a few emeralds. And there are now many ways that we can get emeralds. We can get emeralds by trading in coal, iron, gold, netherwort, various grown produce, sticks. All these things can be traded. And when you have so many options for trading, suddenly you are going to be swimming in emeralds. But these emeralds are never ever going to be enough. You will never have enough emeralds. This here is a small stack of sticks here. It's going to provide me with quite a lot of money. And I'm still wondering why the trader hasn't showed up recently. You'd think a trader would pop up every now and again. The trader certainly popped up quite a lot in my survivor world. Now, the trader will either appear where you call home or where there is a bell. And there is a bell in the centre of my village, so you'd think the trader would pop in to say hi. But so far, not a peep. Curious. Now, we want to get a few things planted here, but only enough to replenish the various things I have cut down. Don't want to have too many trees here. That there. This here. This here. And that there. That should probably do. I'll be back to check that out later. It's a slow walk back to the village, but it's one that will give me plenty of money. Also, we should probably start harvesting the various things over here. There's one golem. There's a second golem just walking about. And if you don't mind, Mr. Fletcher, I'd like to sell you a few things. Order these sticks. Now, sticks are not a quick way of getting advancement with the Fletcher, but it is a dependable way. And we are getting lots of experience. Now, how close are you to leveling? Really not that close. Really not that close at all. But we can keep buying these. And eventually, we will get you to the next level. That cost a lot of emeralds, but it was worth it. For now, you are here, and you will now buy tropical fish from us. Not the best thing, but it's there. If we have any tropical fish, we could sell them to you. Tropical fish are not a very common thing to fish up. I do fear that we may have avoided the much more common fish of cod. Cod could very well be something that we are unable to sell here. Also, going to get rid of all of these, because of course I am. I want all of this charcoal, and I don't want all of these here. They're very good for knowing where you are, because that smoke rises up a lot. You can actually use that to send smoke signals, but not something we're planning on doing anytime soon. Now, nothing here that we want to use except for the smithing table at some point. The smithing table is something I want to deal with at a later time. There are 2 villagers there. Eventually there'll be this here. Now I need to think about the number of beds. So 2 farmers, a fisherman, the cleric, the fletcher, the 3 people there, and maybe 2 librarians. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, we have just enough beds for what I want. We may want to actually get another bed. Maybe a bed here or something. We have 10 beds for 10 people. Oh, we have a librarian now. Okay, you are going to... Riptide. That's not great. And while I'm thinking about various things concerning the village, there is a cat here. Now, cats are difficult to get here. Or rather to you, because they will run away if you are not crouched. If you are crouched and very slowly approach them, with fish in hand, just need to get your attention, and have you not fall in the water. Do you see me? Do you see me? You're moving. Oh, I'm coming. Hello. You very curiously move up to me. And that's it! 1 piece of fish, and we now have a pet cat. The pet cat will follow us around, wherever we go. Meow indeed! Sometimes they'll do magical whizzy teleporting things, like that right there. Hello! We don't have a name for you. We'll have to get a name for you eventually. Now, you... being a librarian with Riptide is not great, though you do have the ability to trade for paper, and paper is a pretty good trade. Now we have the weaponsmith there. We don't yet have the armorsmith, and that's unfortunate. Come this way, cat! I will show you where your home is. You have already appeared right next to me. Yes, you have! Cats move really quickly. They will always keep up with you. You never need to worry about the cat not keeping up with you. Case in point, cat is right here. And I don't need to worry about the cat not managing to get through here, because the cat will follow me into here too. Through the magic of cat! Cats truly are magical. Aren't you the fluffiest thing? Yes, you are. Let's go. I'm going to have to get you into here. Now, getting you into here might be a bit tricky, but I think I can manage it. And there we go. You're in. Now, you have seen something that interests you. Yes, you have. And that thing is the bed. You can sit on the bed all you like. You can stay there. It's better than you being on that chest there. For the most part, that is where the cat is going to stay. The cat has the ability to give you various things if it sleeps on the bed and you sleep on the bed. One of those things can be a phantom membrane, which is quite useful for one item that we are likely never going to get, because I'm probably not going to live long enough to get to that point, but if we do get to that point, it'll be quite neat. 2 of them, 1 of these. Not sure if villagers take apples. I mean, I'll try and give villagers apples. That would be quite cool if we could give the villagers apples, and that would allow me to get more villagers quite quickly. Really do wish I could get more of the get more emeralds so that I could get more traits and more stuff for the fisherman. I'm really concerned that I don't have cod as a trade, though. Cod usually is something that you can trade. Maybe I'm going to be having a second fisherman rather than a second farmer. I'll have to look up at some point where cod appears. I thought it would be something a lot earlier. Then again, maybe it's a very final trade, because you do get a lot of cod. Now I'm heading over there without really anything to trade. I'm going to want some coal to lock in an armorsmith, and I'm going to want some books and some paper, potentially, to lock in a librarian. Well, we can easily sort out the, that there for the weapon, the armor smith. As for the paper, we do have a fair bit of paper. One stack should be sufficient, and I am curious about the, as I said, I am curious about the apples. Not enough there for a single emerald, but we're getting very close. Off we go again! It's a good thing we do have a path here, otherwise the avatar would have, at this point, trampled a trail of dirt. Alright, back we go! For all I know, there could be another villager there. There could also be another golem. That one appears to be very intent on standing on the lectern. Now, there is another young villager there. Or maybe that might be the same young villager. No, I think that is another one. We have the, that's the cleric and the weaponsmith having a chat. So what we need to do is we need to destroy this. If we destroy this, there is a good chance that the librarian will then become, yep, a normal villager, and knockback. Don't want you to have that. This might take a while. In fact, this will take, yep, there's a curse of binding. Don't want you to have a curse of binding there. I want, that's a riptide, paper, yes, but also riptide. I want you to have, sweeping edge 3 is pretty good. That means that more damage is dealt to the opponents hit by the sweeping aspect of a attack. But I want you to have, I'll settle for Unbreaking 3, but realistically I want Fire Protection 4 is very good, but not good enough. This could take a Fortune 3 is also very good, but I want Mending. It doesn't matter how expensive Law 1. No. It doesn't matter how expensive the Mending book is. I just want that Mending book. Impaling, could you get off that? Thank you very much, Mr. Golem. Could you also get off that, please? I know you're eager to work, but right now you don't have a job. Oh look, you have a job now! And that is the worst combination. That is paper and bookshelves. That is also paper and bookshelves. There can only ever be one enchanting... Ooh! The trader is here! Hello! And I was just saying that you haven't been here for a while. What do you have? You have cyan dye, you have tulips, sugarcane, kelp. That's really disappointing. That is really disappointing. I was expecting something a lot nicer. But either way, you're here, and it's encouraging to see that you are here. Now, looting 3, nice again, but I want mending. Now, the mending enchantment will be twice as expensive because of the fact that it is a treasure enchantment, but I still want it. And projectile protection 3, again very good. There are so many enchantments that can be offered, however, that we could be doing this for days. It's worth it though. It's really, really worth it. It's very worth it to get it done. I wonder if the villagers will actually, loyalty 3, not bad, will talk to the trader. It's been a long time since I've seen that trader. Multi-shot, again, pretty good. That goes with a crossbow. Don't want that though. Really don't want that. And thus, days of the Avatar's time was spent getting a mending book. We could actually go through quite a few iron pickaxes here. Protection 3, I mean that's also very nice. Fortune 3, again, very nice. But I want Frostwalker 1, not really what I'm looking for. Feather Falling 3, again, very nice. Not what I'm looking for. Knockback 1, very nice. Again, not what I'm looking for. That's definitely not what I'm looking for. Librarian, could you just give me what I want? Projectile Protection 2, not what I want. Mending, nope. Fortunately, if you're very careful with your aiming of the axe there, you can just destroy it from underneath the librarian. I tend not to do that. It's quite risky. Oh dear. The librarian seems to be fed up of my constant destruction of their place of work and has just decided to constantly give me the rubbish trade of rubbish. If you do it too fast, by the way, they won't actually switch away to being unemployed. Infinity! That is not a bad enchantment. But I don't want it. Power 2. Again, not bad. Also, don't want it. The never-ending saga of, can we actually get the enchantment I want? It has taken me a long time sometimes to get what I'd like. Depth Strider. I mean, that's really good for a pair of boots that you'll be using underwater. And at some point we will be making the armor that we'll be creating capable of letting us be underwater for long periods of time. But Infinity again. I'll also be at a different cost too. The cost is not set as one value for everything. It is set when the trade is determined. And Fortune 2, actually worse enchantment-wise than what I had before. Come over here. Thank you. Efficiency 4. That is a really, really good thing. And I think we might have got to the point... No, I think you should... Yeah, you should still be able to... giving this a good go. Thorns 1. I don't like thorns as an enchantment at all. We're never going to be putting thorns on anything. We're also never going to be doing that either with the trades. Multi-shot again. I'd hope to get this a lot sooner. Ooh, now you're a librarian. That's a little awkward. Now we're going to have 2 people cycling between being librarians. And unfortunately it is too late in the day for, now you're both librarians. You have quick charge 3, you have bookshelves. Don't really want either of them to be a thing. No armorsmith either. But we do have another villager, so armorsmith is certainly an option at some point. Also, we do probably want to make another lectern, don't we? But not right now. The village is getting very, very busy. It's getting very busy. And unfortunately, we didn't get what we wanted there. We really didn't get what we wanted, which was the mending book. It's going to take a while. And I might actually focus on sorting out the other villagers before I focus on the mending book. It's pretty much what we're saving all of our emeralds for, ultimately. Being able to buy mending books, because I need one for every piece of gear that I have. And that's not an exaggeration. I want one for every piece of gear, even the shield. The shield is going to want mending. Everything is going to want mending. It's all going to want to be fixable using experience. I mean, it's a lengthy way of doing things, but it not only saves on our consumable equipment, like diamonds and gold and iron, it also saves on our anvil too, because when you are repairing enchanted equipment, you need to use the anvil to do so. And that can damage the anvil and eventually destroy it. We don't want that. Now, going to put all this here. Soon it's going to be time to rest. I hear you, cat. I hear you. Cats can breed much like any other animal if you feed them the right thing to put them into breeding mode. For a cat, it is fish. Just thinking about grabbing this for a start. And if I should turn all of this into paper, probably shouldn't yet until I actually have a thing for paper trades. There is a way to guarantee getting paper trades pretty much, and that is to have a cartographer. Cartographers love taking paper as a trade. I'm going to have to make another axe, aren't I? Yes, I am. Maybe I can axe the lectern nicely, and it will give me the trade I want. Wishful thinking, I know. Also, punful thinking. The best kind of thinking. Now, I also want to put these fish back at some point into the chest by the village. It's getting very very easy to rest now knowing that the village will be safe. And so, when we come back, folks, we have loads of villagers. We really, really do. And we have quite a few golems protecting that village. But what we don't have right now is the trades that we want. We don't have the mending enchantment, and we don't yet have an armor smith. The armor smith would be a good thing to lock in so that, actually, I'll tell you what else would be a good thing to lock in, the toolsmith eventually. But, we don't have the trades we want yet, but we'll get them. We were persistent enough to get the second villager. We can certainly get that trade. It's just a matter of patience. And we have plenty of that. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.